Good morning YouTube and welcome back. It's good to have you along. It's been a little bit since I've last recorded, so I thought I'd just open it on the demographic screen just to sort of update everybody as to how we're doing on this Chinese playthrough. And we're doing okay actually. I'm pleasantly surprised by what we're seeing. Now we started quite wide, and normally starting wide can have a few ill effects on literacy, to put it lightly. You can often fall really far behind in early game literacy when you go wide. It's one of the sort of risks that comes hand in hand with it. But we're doing okay. Third is pretty good. Our neighbour Poland seems to be doing equally as well. Soldiers is sort of a constant problem for me, but as long as we sort of stay about average, then I'm not too bad with that. And you can see here, again, with land and with hammers and GNP, we're doing quite well. We've got pretty low crops because we've got a bit of an unhappiness problem, but from memory, we are building, you see here, like colosseums in pretty much every one of our cities that we can get away with it. So I'm not overly worried. It's been a fairly decent start. We're pretty close to being able to get a second great prophet and double enhancing our religion. We started on liberty, but we're now going down piety to get the Reformation belief. As I say, we're going wide, so we really want a strong religion, and I genuinely think we can actually get one. Fingers crossed. You can see here my religion is starting to spread. Well, not to Prague. That's not quite as far as Prague. Never mind. You can see now, we thought the Celts might be playing, and there's Cardiff, you can see there, has been expanded, so the Celts are definitely here, and they will have been spreading their religion around a little bit as well. But, yeah, I think, to be honest, the most controversial thing that's happened at the start of this game is the spelling of Gyarados, which I've checked and triple-checked on YouTube and on Google, and I even got my Game Boy out, and that is how you spell Gyarados, but it just looks wrong. It looks, I don't know, I just... You know when you say a word over and over and over again, I used to have a thing, I used to study chemistry, and whenever I wrote iron, either straighten your clothes with it or you melt it down for swords and stuff, iron, whenever I spelt it a few times, it just looked wrong, it was awful. Ugh. But anyway, we are essentially going towards, here we are, education. We're going to pick up some universities as soon as we can. After we've done that, we're going to pop down to machinery to get the Chu-Ko-Nu. Chu-Ko-Nu. I'm going to call it a Chu-Ko-Nu. Yeah, that sounds about right. Which are the Chinese, sort of improved crossbowmen, which are pretty good. Yeah, to be honest, I think we're in a good enough place to sort this out. Right, so let's crack on. Polyrath, what are you guys up to? Just been finishing making a Colosseum. To be honest, I think apart from that, I may do my thing where I build a granary everywhere just so that I can, because by building a granary in every city, yes, it does lead to gold output, sorry, I should say, but it also helps massively with production, because by giving a few more food tiles to each city, it means that you can work more hills and the like, so I'm tempted to do that. I think we're going to start with granary. Yeah, everywhere, show the queue, let's just add to the queue and put a market down after that. And then I think, to be honest, I do need a few composites, so let's just stick a composite down after that. Now this trireme was just fighting and constantly getting into battles down here, so I'm actually just going to press him forward whilst this composite finishes off the camp. And actually you can shoot the boats while you're at it as well. The worker, brilliant, they've got the iron into my network, that's good. Good to hear. I'm just going to chop down the forest on one of these hills. I need at least one of the hills showing, so I can really get the production on that tile. Happiness is the biggest problem we've got at the moment, but to be honest, we're not too worried about it. You can see my capital at size 5 is much smaller than a lot of the other capitals, but no one else has 8 cities like I do. So we did have quite a good start. I'm pleased with our start. And you can, if you remember as well, we're playing on a huge map, so you can see social policy costs and the science costs for every city are much lower than they normally would be. So I'm fine with the sort of the speed at which we expanded. I'm not worried about that at all. Okay, Polywell finished its walls. Now that is good. That is very good, actually. Let's, again, do the granary first, and then I'm going to build the Colosseum and then the market, and then a composite like that. We need as many composites as we can get. There's no such thing as too many composites. Fingers crossed. Just go and have an explore down here. Mr. Worker, as I say, build me a mine. Thank you very much. You can just continue shooting the boats whilst you're at it. Splendid. We'll have to start to think what what social policy we want to consider going down after we have finished reforming our religion. I don't actually have any plans at the moment, so we can kind of make it as we go along. Honor was one option to really increase the power of our army. As we're China, we do want to be, fighting people, and my aim is to take over as much of this continent as I can. That is definitely the aim. Lots of religion spreading, that's good. You can see here, Teeth is only giving me 5 religion, whereas it would be giving me 16 if I had church property. Teeth is a little bit rubbish in that sense at the beginning of the game. Only getting 1 gold every 4 followers as opposed to every 2 gold every city. But hopefully later in the game we should get a bonus because of that. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We'll be alright. I think we'll be alright. Composites again. Means we'll just kill that boat while we're at it. Splendid. There we go. Unmet players. Everyone seems to be going into the medieval era about the same sort of time, but that's good. I'm not too worried about that. Arabia has finally got a religion. I was wondering when Arabia would get a religion. But that's fine. As long as our religion stays within our own borders, we can get the happiness from it. That's fine. I really need the Great Prophet to be built as soon as possible, because I do need to start building cathedrals at least to get the happiness from them. So, speed is of the essence, please. Thank you very much. Trireme again. Now this is the sort of weird southern continent that we saw, if you remember, that our scout archer was sort of stuck on for a few turns. I imagine our boat is about to get bombarded. I may as well build the farm on the hill, seeing as it's next to a river. May as well take advantage of the fact that I've got civil service coming along. Poland, yet again, you are beginning to accumulate troops on the border. Any reason for that? I should probably think about building more troops. Yeah. Being promoted. Here we go. Rough terrain. You just continue to shoot over there, please. Colosseum has been finished. That's brilliant. Again, I'm going to get you to build 1 composite for me. And then a granary. And then a market. There's a definite sort of order to things, aren't there? That's fine. Mr. Scout. Oh my god, look at all these encampments. That one's finished. Okay, fine. Trireme, he did get shot, as we kind of expected. And a barbarian triremes as well. These are quite powerful. We're not going to get too much further along this route. Yep, Spain wants to be my friend. That's fine. Spain are pretty far away from me, to be honest. And, I mean, they are, colonizing this southern continent, which we were kind of looking at expanding into. But until our happiness is kind of sorted out a bit, we don't want to expand any faster than we are at the moment. I don't think, really. Let's just take a look here. Poker power is our religion, and let's enhance it. Thank you very much. Awesome. So let's see what beliefs we can salvage. Happiness is the aim of the game, and I think actually shrines provide +1 happiness. It's not going to be the best religion in providing happiness. It's only going to give 2 per city as opposed to the sort of 3 or 4 that a religion would normally give. But that's fine, considering we were quite slow to get a religion and that China has no ability to get religion any quicker than anyone else. I think we haven't done too badly there. And again, my iterant preacher is 30% further away. It really helps defend my religion and spread it across my borders. So I'm going to get that. Wonderful. So as long as we build a shrine in all of our cities and we've got the faith coming in from that, I think we're going to be alright. It's not going to be too bad at all. Colosseum has been finished in Polowag. That's good. Okay, again, I need a composite from you. And then followed by that, a granary and then a market in that order. Colosseum has been done. Good. You guys can build a granary. Followed by a market. Wonderful. Scout. What do I want to be doing with you? Yeah, okay. Right, I'm going to heal you guys now. Now that you're far enough away from the barbarians. And look at that. Wow, my trireme is just being utterly obliterated. Right. He needs to run back home. He needs to run back home whilst he can. This composite has been done. I'm going to get the warrior to wait there and keep my composite in Poliwag itself. I think ranged troops are going to be the order of the day to try and keep Poland back if they do decide to attack me. I'm hoping they won't attack me. America are my friends as well, so that's good. If Poland do decide to attack me, then they're going to become very unpopular with my neighbours, which will be good. Fingers crossed. I mean, don't get me wrong, as we're playing as China, we're going to be expanding at some point, and we're going to be quite aggressive in the way we do it, but we may as well play nicely for now. Organised religion, here we go, +1 faith from shrines. This should give us, yeah, there we go, look, another 8 faith per turn. That boosts our religious capability. So we're going to be going for cathedrals. Now cathedrals, what do? They give us +1 faith, +1 culture, and +1 happiness. So they're like a lame, rubbish version of pagodas, really. But they do give a great work of art slot, so that should come in handy. Here we go, the workers have finished here, so we may as well go and pick up this silk over here, and then the trireme again. You just need to come home. Actually, I'm gonna manually take control of this guy just so I can spot enemies coming. See if I can keep him alive. The spearman, that's slightly tougher, but never mind. Now, I want to be leaving my cities at population 3. That's where I want to be limiting their growth. That's for 2 from a Colosseum. Oh no, population 4. Population 4, yeah, that's 2 from a Colosseum, 1 from a cathedral, and 1 from the my religious shrine ability. So 4, population 4. Let's do that. So once they get to 4, I will begin to limit their size. Actually, Squirtle is fairly good on its own route. I think everywhere's production focus from memory. Yeah, that's good. Production focus will just help us to keep the building going at the moment. Warriors, again, we may as well just alert for a second. Thank you very much. Poland do have swordsmen. Let's just take a quick look at Poland and see which skills they have gone for in the global politics. Liberty and patronage, not honour. That's good. I was kind of worried they would have gone honour and we would have some horrible, aggressive neighbour on our border, but actually that's not too bad. Spain has founded Judaism in their lands. Fair enough. Medieval era is here as well. Good. So our farms upon rivers have been made a little bit better now, which is good. Look, Colosseum's been finished here. Wonderful. You know what? I'm going to go for Granary, followed by Market and Circus here. We have enough places building composite for now. I'm going to just leave that one. Trireme, just keep coming north. I need to heal you. Hopefully you won't die by the time we get back, but you never know. You never know. We might get lucky, we might get unlucky. See which way it goes, eh? Oh, you going to let me finish my go? There we go. Cool. Unit needs orders. Composite. Ah, here we go. You alert for now. Thank you very much. Let's just see how we're doing in terms of soldiers. Again, we're beginning to push up towards average. That's good. As long as we're above average, I feel that we're not gonna fall prey of people like Poland. Poland aren't a particularly aggressive person that I'm aware of, but you never know. You never want to risk it, really. Here we go. Plantation here. Thank you very much. Trireme again. Just keep coming north. Ooh, I just get the feeling they're just going to get ambushed at some point soon, which isn't great. And here we go. There's another hill on the river here. You finish off that camp. Thank you very much. You're going to let me finish. Keep needing to sort of select a new unit in between turns, which is sort of slightly unusual, but there we go. Parthenon in Spain. Fair enough. That's cool. It looks like Spain have pretty much all of their cities upon the sea, which is quite handy, actually. If we ever wanted to attack later, we could use a bit of naval power to go for it. Blastoise and Squirtle have been connected, and Magikarp and Squirtle have been connected as well. Look at that. The roads are finally beginning to get built, which is good. Scout has been done, so let's go and explore. Actually, you know what? We may as well go to Cardiff and see if we can meet the Celts once and for all. You just keep retreating in this direction. You know what? I may even do it. He says. Just about to get killed, probably. Mines have been finished. That's good. Really, I need to start improving some of the fish resources in my cities as well. But never mind. There's no fresh water in it. Oh, no, there is. Ah, alright. Okay, we've got a lake coming in this direction, which is good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see how much a tile is to buy. 65 gold. Yeah, that'll do. Let's go and build a farm on the hill here, just next to the lake. That'll give Polyrath a little bit of food. Okay, encampment cleared. Wonderful. Worker. Oh, now that you've built to the capital, I may as well get you to build roads in other places. So let's get you to go to Wartortle over here. Thank you very much. Awesome. I'm not particularly worried that a lot of my cities aren't growing at the moment. Reason being is that once we build the granaries, it should be a lot better. Open borders for now. Yeah, I'll do that with you, Spain. I'll let you do that. I actually think you can come around my... Oh no, you can't get around here. You can't get around Magikarp. Magikarp is blocking. But that's fine. Scout. Okay, cool. Let's go and meet the Celts. Yay! Wonderful. So the Celts are very aggressive, very religious. They get particularly annoyed if you try and convert their cities away from their own religions. Well, everybody does, but they get particularly annoyed, which is always good fun. Trireme. Okay, back to safety. Yeah. And a farm as well. Wonderful. That'll help a lot, actually. That'll help massively. Let's just check in on Squirtle. Now, we did build the National College, so actually there's no real stopping us from expanding after we've built some of the infrastructure in Squirtle itself. Which is good. Which is very good. Now, I am going to go and move my archers up north because we don't actually have any roads. I don't want to leave myself exposed if I do get attacked. Let's see what Squirtle is doing these days. Let's build a granary after the market. And once we have done that, I think, to be honest, I don't know if it's worth trying to build the pyramids, really. No, I think we'll just start to build some more settlers. We'll begin to just continuously expand. I think going to the right here, trying to take this this side here, we can build next to these truffles. We can get this coast over here, which will let us explore around the other side of the islands, which will be quite cool. And we can keep going south and expand all this land down here as well. As I say, we want to grab as much land as we can as quickly as we can. On a huge map, it's really worth it. Especially if you can keep happy, it's always worth it. Worker. Right now, he's building over to that direction, so you may as well build in this direction. Thank you very much. Chichen Itza has been built. That's quick.
Is the following trade
silk, 25 gold and 5 gold per turn. You know what? That's not a bad deal. I don't want open borders though, so you can give me 6 gold per turn and 30 gold up front. Do that. There we go. Thank you. America has just bankrolled me for a little bit, which is good. Now, we should have quite a few copies of resources to trade with people. Yeah, we're already doing it. Yeah, 4 silks we're trading. It's pretty good. Just because of, I mean, the amount of silk we ended up getting from the start, which was just pretty impressive, really. Again, Mr. Scout, I'm just going to keep on exploring you in this direction. No. Oh, that's American land, isn't it? Ah, fair enough. Right, backwards this way you come. Sorry, America's borders are quite difficult to spot, I always think. Maybe I'm just being blind. Colourblind, who knows? I'm not actually colourblind, I'm just slightly challenged when it comes to life, I think. Oh, the Zulus in Arabia have gone to war. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I think actually the Zulus might start to have a few MP So maybe Arabia, this is not going to be a good time for you. If they've got camel archers and they know what to do with them, they'll be fine. But there we go. Anyway, at this point, I'm going to call this episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching. Next episode, we will hopefully begin to churn out a few more settlers and start to build some cathedrals down, which will massively help with our culture per turn and our happiness as well. So join me then if you can, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye!